If you could ask Christ to change one problem in the world today, and don't just say sin, because that covers a multitude. But if you could ask Christ to change one problem in the world today, what would you like him to change?
I think it goes back to the whole humility thing I said before. I think I would ask him to just make the world more humble.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't make anything short when I speak.
And we know.
So well, I'm gonna go on a tangent with this one. But
Jesus.
I just say like, I don't know. I think how selfish the world has become, it really bothers me. Like that flares everything inside me. And Ben Goodman one day asked me like, have you sat and asked the Lord why these things? Because I cry at baptisms like there's no tomorrow. I bawl my eyes out.
Sobs.
And he's like, and he catches me every single time. And so he asked me one day in the hallway, like, have you asked the Lord why is it that you cry so hard at baptisms? And I'm like, I haven't. And he was like, because the things that you cry about, like, that has I believe that has something to do with like what you're called to do. Like the things that happen when it comes to the Lord and it makes you cry or it touches, your sensitivity. There's something in that that it can have to do with your calling. And I'm paraphrasing what he said, but that right there, the selfishness of the world is one of those things that makes me cry. I don't understand it. I don't understand how people can be that way. I get that it's a sin issue and all of those things, but for me, like just taking the time to be about other people, not to allow people to walk over you, but taking the time to actually stop and ask the man on the corner, does he need something to eat? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have money on me right now. Nor do I really want to have to do that is to give you money unless the Holy Spirit tells me to, but I would love to get you something to eat. Melissa and I were out one time and we're at Chipotle and I see a man outside digging through the trash and immediately like, no, sir. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not that I'm judging him or anything, but you're clearly hungry. I had to beg the man to please. And then he was like, no, 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 it's okay. I already found something. And I'm like, no, sir, please let me buy you something to eat. You know what I'm saying? And it got to the point where I had to say, like, please don't block my blessing. Like, you're not allowing me to be blessed because you won't let me bless you. Like, please just let me do that. And when I put it in that way, like, he came in and let me buy him a meal. And then, I invited him to service. I was around Rock. Months go by and I'm walking in service at the 8:15 with my sister. I never come in that early. And he's sitting there. You know what I'm saying? This same man from almost a year ago is sitting here and he's like, thank you so much for that invitation. I've been coming every Sunday since. Wow. And so like now, and he wasn't a believer, like, you know what I'm saying? And now here he is. I would love to believe that he is a believer now, but it's just things like that if you take the time to be outside of yourself, there's so many people at lunchtime in that Chipotle and nobody took the time to ask the man, can they buy him something while everybody's watching him dig through the trash. You know what I'm saying? The immediate reaction is to judge, but what happens when you stop and hey, let me bless you today? The man is now coming to service and it's not because of me. I'm not taking any credit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Good. That's good.
It's just things like that. I think humility, I would ask